A new series for a new decade. The Champions of the Future begins in 2020 at the Zuera circuit in Spain, with racers from Mini 60, KZ2, OK Junior and Senior competing over 4 days to grab victory. And as the drivers battle wheel to wheel at over 35 degrees Celsius, anything can happen.
I like the track because it has loads of rubber, and I think when it have rubber I go fast. Because the team track, we like to be the first one and go forward. I missed racing a lot. I've been with my family the first time and I enjoyed it.
Looks good, and we are away and racing for 10 laps around the Circuit Internacional de Zuera. Good start from the inside line as Matveev and Kostoya come straight through past Kia Nakamura in that little battle as Luna Flusha gets up the inside of Denis Kudavali and moves up into 6th place. Good overtake from Luna Flusha. So that puts her up, and that's Nakamura on Kostoya. He's not going to wait around, so Nakamura gets into 2nd place, but Kostoya's going to get support from Adam Hideg here. Kostoya will get back alongside the Japanese, and Hideg will get through as well. So Kostoya into 2nd, Hideg to 3rd, Nakamura down to 4th. 6th place for Luna Flusha now, in front of Maciej Gladij and Denis Kudavali. Back up the inside. That's a lovely move from Hideg. He gets into 2nd place on Kostoya, and Nakamura tried to get the move done as well to get back into 3rd position, but it wasn't going to happen. So the Hungarian now gets into 2nd place in front of Kostoya. Kostoya tries again. There's no room on the inside line. Hideg makes sure of that. And now we've got Mark Kastelic closing up on Kia Nakamura. Nakamura's going to work with Kostoya down the main straight. This is where Kostoya's going to get through. Nakamura's going to go by as well, and Kastelic has a good chance to move up past Adam Hideg. So this could be a very strong race for the Spanish racer in 6th position as up the inside Nakamura blasts past Kostoya. Hideg gets through, Kastelic gets through, and now Luna Flusha's got a chance to get by as well. Kostoya's getting a little support from Flusha. That puts him on the inside of Kastelic. And we've got a yellow flag in the background. Somebody going off the circuit there by the look of it. So the Sota, Filippo Sala and Thomas Kansay have had an incident further back. There they are, all 3 of them. And Franciszek Lasota is not at all happy. And up the inside, that's Kastelic. He gets the move on Hideg. So the Hungarian drops to 4th behind Mark Kastelic. And this is going to go all the way to the death as Gladij gets the move on the inside of Luna Flusha. And Denis Kudavali tries to follow in pursuit as well. They're side by side. And it looks like Luna Flusha is going to hold the inside line. She does. On his own machine of the same ilk. Here comes Kastelic to the inside of Nakamura into 2nd place. Nice overtaking move, and that gets him into P2. No problem at all. Nakamura slotting back into 3rd behind his partner. You've got to time this right. Here comes Nakamura, makes his bid up the inside. That'll do nicely as the Japanese star gets into 2nd position. That is Denis Kudavali. Nakamura's gone defensive on the inside line for the hairpin. Watch for Hideg. He can sprint out behind the 2 kart Republics. He hasn't quite been able to get the speed off the turn. And Luna Flusha gets the fastest lap of the race as she makes her bid to close up on the karts in front. But out front, Dmitry Matveev wins in style here. It's a brilliant victory for the Russian. And in 2nd place to the line, it's going to be Nakamura from Kastelic and Adam Hideg.
So it's a fabulous victory for the Russian star Dmitry Matveev and Energy Course. And he could be even stronger when Champions of the Future returns.
Zuera, it's a very fast track, really enjoying it, and just learnt it on Thursday and it's been very good, so I'm looking forward to getting into the racing, and it's a very fast track, so I can't wait. Through the first sector and the second sector the most, it's all fast, and then the third sector is a lot of change in direction, so that's very hard.
Looks like it's going to be a very strong start. Are we going to get a good one? Yes, we do! And charging through to the first corner, and on the grass, 2 or 3 cuts come together, and that's already problems. That's Dion Gouda who's gone for a spin, and also in there the 78 of Lucas Flusha, and 3 or 4 more cuts involved in it as well. So we've lost about 6 or 7 drivers, I think, on the entirety of the race. So there is a red flag. 1 or 2 drivers in some discomfort. So the race has been red flagged instantly. So it was Lucas Flusha and Dion Gouda who spun. Augustin Bernier and Julius Dinesen were also caught up with it. I think Harley Keeble was suffering some discomfort after the race as well. But every single driver is on their feet, which is very good news indeed. Disappointing for the 5 drivers involved, but at least they can say that they have walked away from that one. Let's see if they get away. This time they do indeed, and we are racing as they part away from the tram lines and through the first corner. Tight in behind him as they go through the hairpin, and it looks as though we've lost one of the DPK carts sideways there through turn 2. Manages to get onto the circuit back again A-OK, and they all tuck their way through turn 4 without too many dramas or incidents. That is great news, but Stenshorn has got in front. That's the key element for this race now, as Martinius Stenshorn hits the front here in Zuera. See there's somebody gone off. That is the 82, I'm afraid to say, and that is unfortunate for Alfio Spina, but the Italian is way off the track, and that's going to come straight back into the pits. What a shame for Alfio Spina. He's out of the race now, as Igor Sapil has gone up into second place. So Igor Sapil now moves into second past Lindblad. In second, third and fourth. They need to, because otherwise they're going to get away as the Decker makes the move on the inside of Lindblad, and Douwe de Decker, the Belgian, gets up into third position. As at the end of 5 laps of 15, there's still some inter-team battles going on as Lindblad makes the move back on the inside of Douwe de Decker for third, as Stenshorn runs in the lead. Second place is up for grabs as Lindblad gets the move on the inside of Sapil, and up the inside goes Ugo Chukwu and Freddie Slater on Douwe de Decker. Kucharczyk tries to slot in on the inside line there as well, and gets the place. He was trying to get the move on Koskan Erfen and got squeezed out. Now he's got to try and defend, and there's a little bit of a contraflow there. The 2 or 3 drivers battling away. That is the 51 getting nerfed sideways there. Bruno Del Pino got squeezed a little bit, and as they come through on the far side, Stenshorn has got Lindblad right up close to him. So this is going to be interesting as there goes Tuka Tarpanen making a move up the inside there. So Tarpanen getting the move on Jonathan Waywat, and now back at the front. We're going to have a fascinating battle between these guys as that Slater got past Ugo Chukwu. Yes, it is. Freddie Slater now up into 4th position with 5 laps to go. He needs to do this at the right moment. This might be it. Into turn 4, and he's going to make the lunge up the inside, and he gets there. Stenshorn knows it's coming, but it's too late, and Lindblad takes the lead, and now Sapil is going to try and make the move as well. Lindblad covers the inside line to stop an offense attack from Stenshorn on the rear bumper of Martinius Stenshorn, and up the inside, that's a big lunge from Kucharczyk. Stenshorn moves to cover it, and that's held them both up. Slater's got a great chance to pounce now for 3rd position. Sapil get out the inside of Stenshorn. Stenshorn hesitates. Slater's going to get past them both by the look of it. Slater into 2nd position. Brilliant bit of racecraft from Freddie Slater as he storms his way through, and Stenshorn finds himself down in about 6th position now. And Solov's going to make his move on Kucharczyk into turn 1. He needs to commit to it. A nice move from Douwe de Decker coming in into the next corner as well. Slater still hanging on in front of Sapil. I think he knows that victory isn't on, so he's got to hold the cart in the apex. Lovely job from Slater. Arvid Lindblad takes the victory. He pats the Kart Republic over the line, and it's a win for Lindblad. 2nd for Slater. He's happy with that one. And 3rd place for Sapil. But what a drive back through the field from the man punching his fist over the line, Karel Pazovic. He fights his way back to, would you believe it, 11th from 26th on the grid. No wonder he was celebrating as if he'd won the race.
For Kart Republic, it's a complete sweep of the podium positions, but for Arvid Lindblad, it's his first win of the weekend. And what better way to do it than in the final?
It's always particular. I've been here 3 years ago and also for the World Championship in 2012, if I'm correct, when I was in junior. It's a track I always liked, and it's much different from any other track because it's so wide and all the distance are so larger that you really need to get used to it. Even though I've driven here, it felt a bit like the first time. Just really need to get used to all the braking because they're much longer and all the distance there are much different. So it's something new, but I always enjoy this track. It's probably one of the best designs there are in the world, thanks to the big space they have. So I enjoy being here.
And that is a problem for the Praga. That is Michael Paparo, who is desperately trying to start his kart, but I'm not sure it's going to happen. This time by... Yes, it is, and we're racing. A good start from the front from Jamie Day as they hurtle into the first corner. Very close in, and has just about managed it as Patrese got damaged and into the pits by the look of it. So Patrese is out of the race. Something's gone very wrong. And there's a crash out on the circuit. We've got 2 karts off. That's one of the Cosmics. That's Coluccio. And in there as well is Henry Sesquilati in the Paralin. And it looks like James Wharton's had to take avoiding action as well and lost all sorts of places as Bedrin makes the bid for the lead early on Jamie Day and gets through. So Bedrin passes Day, and I think Turney is trying to go past Valtonen. Valtonen protects as Kamara gets through into 4th position round the outside. Turney still commits to the inside line, will not give way, and Kamara gets through into 4th. Oh, a big hustle as 3 or 4 karts are going wide there. That's going to have to tighten up at some point as Travis Anuto goes side by side with Delano Van Top there and Rafael Kamara. Now Van Top has got past his teammate, so Kamara, and off the circuit goes Travis Anuto. He joins back on the circuit again, but he's lost a good 4 places and momentum, of course, as well. Whoops, that's somebody's front fairing. Jamie Day goes for the lead on Bedrin and gets the place back again on lap 3. 4th place is Joe Turney, and that's a big move up the inside of him from Delano Van Toff, who gets up into 4th position. But on the end of lap 5, it's going to be Jamie Day who leads the way here from Nikita Bedrin and Taylor Barnard with 13 laps to go in this final. And we have 5 retirements already. Lovinfos, Coluccio, Sascalati, Paparo and Patrese. It's back to the history books as Travis Anuto gets up the inside of Janka and is through into 9th place. The inside, Thomas Tembrinka makes his move to get past Hannes Janka, and he gets through. And that's up the move the inside from Joe Turney to get past Delano Van Toff. And through into 4th position goes the Brit. I think the Swede made that one stick as Antonelli gets up the inside for Thompson. And into the pits comes the CRG. That is Jenis Savico and gets through into 10th position. So the Dutchman comes forward. And Norton Andreassen's now going to make his bid to get through and does so. So Thompson drops back into 12th position. Not the easiest of races for him. Now Andreasen is sizing up his move on Tembrinka. Just on the exit of turn 5 and turn 6. And it looked like one of them went airborne. Fortunately didn't flip over. But it looks as though we've lost 2 of them in the fray. It's Harry Thompson and Rafael Kamara. And here's the move from Barnard on the inside of Bedrin. He's not going to wait around any longer. He can see a clear track in front of him. What a drive this weekend from Jamie Day. Absolutely superlative.
Cool, calm and collected throughout, Jamie Day grabs a superb victory at Zuera in the OK final.
It's a fun track, quite fast, challenging because it has a lot of fast corners and a lot of technical parts. Now it's been a while since I drove a direct drive, but in KZ you have the gears to save you, like if you do a mistake. Like every category has its driving style, so it's difficult to compare like that.
The lights are on, they'll go out and we'll race now! Great start by Nielsen, terrible start by Benavides. Garay and Ippolito both swamp him to the first corner. Azil has made a corker of a start as well. He's up into 4th place past Benavides. Terrible start for the Spaniard as he drops down to 5th. Ippolito makes his first bid on Garay and gets there into 2nd position. So Ippolito makes the move and up into P2 straight out of the block. Grip becomes really tricky as Benavides gets underneath Daniel Vazil. And he's gesturing to Vasil, come on, let me go and we can work in formation. Vasil does not believe him. Benavides comes up the inside then of the hairpin to try again, and still can't get by. So Benavides comes through the right flick, and this time he's going to edge across. Now he gets the move done. Benavides determined, but he goes wide of the hairpin to counteract any further bids. Come on, Daniel, stop racing me. Let's go catch after the top three. Certainly after 6 laps of racing completed, this is the moment for Ippolito when he gets the lead on the inside of his teammate Brandon Nielsen, and now they're going to run side by side, but Ippolito gets the better run off the turn, and so the Italian takes over from his teammate Brandon Nielsen. Ippolito leads. Brad Benavides closes up on Brandon Nielsen, the pole sitter who's now in second place. This might be the opportunity Benavides has been looking for. He takes it, and he makes the move stick, but Nielsen's come straight back at him on the inside line, takes back the place, so Benavides tries again. And up into turn 5. Oh, and Nielsen's gone! Nielsen's gone into the barriers! Now, that's a big moment for Brandon Nielsen. What happened? Up the inside. There goes Daniel Vasil on Priest Guy and all of that. So that's put him up into 4th position. There he is out of the cart now. Paolo Ippolito wins in KZ2 here at Zuera. A fantastic result. 2nd place for Brad Benavides, and in 3rd place it is Antonio Garay who gets on the podium. He can be very happy with that.
A dramatic conclusion to the weekend sees Paolo Ippolito take the victory in the CRG after a fantastic display all weekend. Now on to the next challenge as he hopes to do the double later in the year. The Champions of the Future returns in October when the paddock meets again at Portimao in Portugal. We'll see you there.